Hello students, I hope you all have seen part 1 and 2 of chapter 16 climate. In part 2, we have discussed about the factors that are affecting climate, and now in the part 3 we are going to discuss about the cold weather season, that is called winter season. Now let us begin with this part 3. Cold weather season, that is called winter season, and it lies between the month of December to February. In India, the 3 months duration from December to February is considered as winter. See, in India, experience winter between which month? Between the month of December and to February. And sun shines vertically over the southern hemisphere between 22nd September to 21st March. See, the India lies in the northern hemisphere, and the sun shines vertically over southern hemisphere between what? Between 22nd September to 21st March. India is situated in the northern hemisphere. So it is under the influence of slant sun rays between December to February, and the low temperature prevails. See, since India is situated in the northern hemisphere, what happened? The sun rays that falls on it slantly between the month of December and February, and hence the low temperature that prevails in India at this time. Wind blows from northeast direction from Central Asia, and these winds are dry and cold, so the weather also remains dry and cold, and the sky during the season generally remains clear. See, what happened here is it is said that the wind that blow from the northeast direction, when the wind that is blowing from the northeast direction, from where? From Central Asia, these winds now they are dry and cold, and so for that what happened, the weather in India also remains dry and cold, and the sky which is there during this season, that generally remains clear, so that's why the sky is cloudless. Northwest India remains comparatively cooler as it is far away from the sea, and some part of it is desert. See, the northwest region which is of India, that is far away from the sea, and they has some part it is desert also, that is Thar desert of Rajasthan. And during winter this region develops high pressure, and this deflects the winds, and see what happened during this remain they comparatively cooler, and dry and cool wind generate due to the high pressure. So during winter this region they develop high pressure, and this deflects the wind, and because of this high pressure they generate dry and cool winds, and this wind they reduce the temperature of the place over which they blow. In Delhi, temperature often goes below 10 degree Celsius during winter, and it remains around 16 degree in Allahabad and 18 degrees Celsius in Kolkata. For example, what the temperature which is in Delhi often that goes below how much? 10 degrees Celsius when during winter season, whereas what happened, it remains somewhat higher with around 16 degree in Allahabad, and in Kolkata it is how much? 18 degree Celsius. At this time the temperature in Himalayas is much less, and the temperature which we see in the Himalayas, it is much very less in winter. The January temperature of Shimla, Darjeeling, is around 5 degrees Celsius. After the snowfall in Himalayas, the cold and heavy wind rush towards the North Indian plains. See, for example, what happened? The temperature of Shimla and Darjeeling, that is around 5 degrees Celsius in January. And after what happened, when the snowfall that occurs in Himalaya, the cold and heavy wind, the cold which is the very cold and heavy wind is they rush towards what? North Indian plains, and as a result these plains along with Gujarat and Rajasthan are under the grip of cold wave. See, because of this, what happened? Result, this plain which are with Gujarat and Rajasthan, they experience cold wave. Temperature decreases suddenly. Frost in some areas destructive the cotton crop. See, temperature in this area now the regions they suddenly decrease, and moreover, what happened? The frost in some areas is been even they even destroy the cotton crop. Temperature does not fall below freezing point during winter except for the high mountainous region because the central Himalayas obstruct the extremely cold wind coming from the Central Asia and they protect India from severe cold. See what on the whole what happened, the temperature that does not fall below the freezing point during winter and except for the high mountainous region only, and the central Himalayas part are they obstruct the extremely cold wind that is coming from where from the Central Asia, and that they are protecting India from several cold and temperature from going below freezing point. And the situation of winter in the South India is quite different from that of North also, we will see ahead. So because if this we have seen that the cold wind that is coming from Central Asia and they protect India from severe cold. See, like to be known is, let us know certain weather terms appealing frequently in the newspaper in India. See, here they have explained you about the jet stream. The things to be known is, in both the hemisphere around 30-degree latitudes, very powerful winds in a pipe-shaped belt blow with high speed in the atmospheric at an altitude of 8 to 15 kilometers. See, so, what is said in this, that the jet streams they are fast flowing, narrow pipe shaped current of air blowing high above the earth, and they move altitudes of about how much 8 to 15 kilometers around 30-degree latitudes in both in the southern also and the northern hemisphere, and these winds are known as jet stream. And see this, they are known as what? Jet streams. Their average velocity is about 150 kilometer per hour, and in the central part of this wind belts their velocity is about 400 kilometer. See, their average velocity is how much? Is about 150 kilometers per hour, but when they can rise to at the high of how much as 400 kilometer per hour. During winter, these winds blow over the southern slope of Himalayas, and in summer, and these are stationed over peninsular India. High altitudes wind help to bring rain. See, during winter, what happened? The streams are there, streams of rain that blow over the southern slope of Himalayas, whereas in summer, what happened? These are stations over peninsular India. And see this thin strip of strong wind that have a huge influence on climate, because of it the high altitudes of this wind they helps to bring rain. Now we will see is the western disturbance. See what is there in the western disturbance. Western disturbance, the short form is WD, that is term used to describe the extra tropical storm that brings sudden winter rains and snow to the northern western part of Indian subcontinent. And see this jet stream now they are formed over West Asia blow that blow towards east, and they affect what? West Asian countries, northeast India, Pakistan and Afghanistan. If you see all these they are when this wind blows and they blows towards east and they affect West Asian countries, northeast India, Pakistan and Afghanistan. And the dust storm that is accompanying this disturbance that spread through their effect up to Bangladesh also. And the western disturbance also often create disturbance in the pleasant winter weather also of the North India. And because of this effect leads to snowfall in the high mountains and some part in the plains also. and this rain that become useful for the rabi crop. And see, this unseasonal rain in Gujarat is locally called as Mauthu. See, we say that is in Gujarati that it is a Mauthu rain, that is unseasonal rain, which is not in the monsoon because it occurs in except monsoon. Then that it is being called in Gujarat as Mauthu. And in Gujarat, which is, and it also damaged many crops because of this Mauthu rain. Conditions in South India during the winter are different from those in North India. See what the condition is different in the South India during winter season compared to that of North India. South India is situated in torrid zone near the equator and has peninsular shape. See South, they are what they are saying that southern part is there, that South India they are being situated in the torrid zone. In the which zone they are in? The torrid zone and near the equator, and they have a peninsular shape, and they are of which shape? They are in the shape of peninsular. See the high and in the interior area is not very far from the sea coast, and the interior area which is not far from the sea coast, so this area does not feel severe cold as the northern India during winter. And during winter this region they develop high pressure and deflects the wind, and this pressure generally generates dry and cold winds, and this wind they reduce the temperature of the place over the wind which they blows, and there is no snowfall. Temperature also does not go down very low. See, we can see the temperature also will not go, it does not goes down. Example, the temperature at Kochi during January is around 26 degree Celsius. Madurai is 25 degrees Celsius and Chennai is 24 degrees Celsius. See what we see over here, it is said that the weather that does not experience severe cold as the North India, that during the January the temperature that remains 26 degrees Celsius at Kochi, and in Madurai it is 25 degrees Celsius, and uh, and Chennai it is 24 degrees Celsius. In India, winter area in South India feels low temperature. See, the mountainous regions of South India is there, they experience low temperature, and the temperature decrease towards the north. In India, winter is considered to be very pleasant and healthy season. See, also the temperature in India, the winter is very pleasant, and it has been said of the healthy season also. Due to longer and cooler nights, dew and fog are common in early morning. See, winter days are shorter and nights are long and cool, and this often result what dew and fog in the early morning. Day is shorter and night is longer. See, days are shorter and nights are longer. In winter, dry winds coming from over landmass generally do not bring rain, but northeast wind coming over from Bay of Bengal contains humidity. See, dry wind that blows from the landmass to sea, they generally these winds do not bring rain. However, the northeast wind that has been entering India from Bay of Bengal that contains humidity, and this wind gave more rainfall over the Coromandel coast, and this wind they are bringing the rain in the Coromandel coast. Northeast gets some rainfall due to the western disturbance and the thunderstorm. See, however, what happened? The northeast India they get some rain. Why? Due to the western disturbance and thunderstorms. And this rain is very useful for Rabi crop in Punjab and Haryana. And this winds give rain in Gujarat occasionally, and this unseasonal rain in Gujarat locally is called as Mauthu. See this rain It has been very useful for the Rabi crop that is in Punjab, grown in Punjab and Haryana, and sometimes this wind that brings rain also in Gujarat. And this unseasonal rain in Gujarat is locally called as Mauthu. Now, likes to know is that uh, let us know some frequent word used in the newspaper about Indian weather. See, which are they? The first one is Nino. See, this Nino is a climatic cycle in the Pacific Ocean with a global impact on weather pattern. And let us discuss in detail. This is a Spanish word which literally means a small child. And this name was given by a Peruvian fisherman after the child Jesus because its impact is generally felt around Christmas. See what they have said that Nino is a Spanish word and which means a boy child or a Christ Christ child. And the fishermen of Peru were the first to notice appearance of unusual warm water that occurred around Christmas time. This warm current originates to the west of Peru along Pacific coast in South America due to the atmospheric and oceanic condition. See this cycle that brings when they bring the warm water in the west side of Peru in western tropical Pacific Ocean, they shift to easternward along the equator towards the coast of South America. And this happened due to what the atmospheric and oceanic changes. This current flows westward and impact the belt up to India, and the El Nino phenomenon takes place occasionally. Whenever it takes place, changes occur in the duration of monsoon and amount of rainfall in India. See this current now that flows eastward, and its impact can be seen up to India also. And although it is said that Nino that Nino is said they occurs only at times, but whenever it occurs, it changes the duration of monsoon and the amount of rainfall in India. See, it has been said that the Jesus Christ was born during Christmas, and this current was also noticed first time during the same time. And so, to relate that to the cycle that was being named as Nino after Jesus. Now we will see is the ITCZ. See the full form of ITCZ is Intertropical Conversion Zone. See, a large low pressure area develops over the equator where the trade winds coverings. See, the area that is encircling the earth near the equator where the northeast and southeast trade winds coverage converge, that is known as intertropical conversion zone, that is called as ITCZ. And the trade winds rise upward in the form of air currents. See in what happened, the trade wind is that they are rising up in the form of air currents. In July, this conversion zone is situated over 20 degree to 25-degree north latitude. See, in the northern hemisphere, the trade winds that moves in the southwestern direction from where from the northeast. And what happened because of this? While in the southern hemisphere, they move towards the northwestward from the southeast. And this trade wind they rise upward only in the form of air current. And in July, that is ITCZ, they get positions over 20 degree to 25-degree north latitude. And in India, see it has been latitude in the northern latitude in India. It is stable over Ganga plains, and due to the low pressure developed over this region, wind generated over the Oceans in southern hemisphere they blow towards this area, causing rain in few parts of North India. See, as a result, what happened in India? It is stable over Ganga plains, and they develop low pressure over there. And because of this, wind generated over the oceans of southern hemisphere they blow towards this area, and this they causes rain in few parts of North India. During colder season, the conversion zone shift further south, so the wind change their direction to northeast. So during winter, what happened? The conversion belt they shift further to the south, and because of this, that the wind also changes their direction towards the northeast part. I hope you all have understood this. Thank you.